I'm Jonny May from Piano with Jonny, and today I'm going to teach you my rock and blues bass lines. These are 12 of my favorite left-hand blues bass lines. And you know, being a blues pianist, you want to have lots of different options, not only for the right hand, but also the left hand. So we're going to start with the blues form, and what are the blues chords, and what's the order of each of these chords. Then we're going to talk about my 6 favorite shuffle patterns. You gotta know your shuffle patterns when you play the blues, okay? And so we're gonna start off with a slower blues shuffle pattern, which sounds like this. Then we'll get into a medium blues shuffle. And then into a fast blues shuffle. Next, I'm going to teach you how to play a walking blues bass line. And this is really fun to play because it emulates an upright bass, okay? So here's one of the walking blues bass lines I'll teach you. And then I'm going to teach you a really jazzy walking blues bass line. Check it out. I'm going to show you a chunky blues bass line. We call this 4 on the floor, which really accents the beat. I'm going to show you a boogie octaves bass line, which has a kind of a boogie woogie sound. And also a stride blues bass line. So you're going to learn a total of 12 of these left-hand lines, and then I'm going to show you 4 more bonus left-hand lines. So you're going to learn a total of 16 different blues bass lines to play. Now this course comes with 6 live backing tracks. These are recordings of real musicians playing the 12-bar blues, and they sound so good, and it's so much fun to play with these tracks. So you get 6 of them in the course, and here's what they sound like. I'll play one of the medium tempo blues tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now this course is designed for intermediate and advanced piano players. So if you're an intermediate player, you have some experience on the piano, you know your note names, you know basics on chords, you should be just fine in this lesson. I start pretty simple and then it gets progressively more challenging. If you're a complete beginner, I highly recommend the beginner version of this course, which is designed for beginner and intermediate players. Now in this mini course, I'm going to teach a portion of the lesson, and you can find the full-length lesson on pianowithjonny.com. So let's go ahead and hop in. All right, so you can really hear those clusters in the right hand. That left hand is a lot different than we've been playing. We're doing a lot of chromaticism. So we're going to actually start with the left hand, okay? So basically, our first chord is a C7, and we're going to play a walking bass line up to the second chord, which is an F7. Now, in this more jazzy style, when you're walking in between chords, there's sort of, two things you can really do. You can walk up to the next chord, or you can walk down to the next chord, okay? So we're walking up from C to F. And what we're going to do here is we're going to use some chromaticism, okay? So we're going to go C, D, D sharp, E, F. Okay, this is a really effective way of moving in between chords using a walking bass line, okay? Also, I like to put the, you could do chromaticism, C, C sharp, D, E, F. You could do that too. But I like to put the chromaticism on the upper part of the chord because you're hitting more of the leading tones that way, okay? So C, D, D sharp, E, F, and then we're going to come down A sharp, B, C. Yeah, that's kind of the first part of the phrase. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, now from here we're going to go B flat, A flat, G, and then we're going to do some chromaticism. D flat, C, G flat, F. You see how that works? G, D flat, C, G flat. Now here's our next line, F, A, B flat, B. You see that? Then we go C, D, and I cross over third finger on the D, D sharp, D. Here's that line once more. So then I go fourth finger on the A, cross over 3. Now you can go like 4 here, C, then E, F, then I go D sharp, E, and fingering here I'd probably use the, 4 to 3, and then I go B flat, A, you can use the 2 finger on B flat to the A, and then E flat, D, E, F, F sharp, G, and I walk down a 5th, D, G, D, and then C, B flat, A, E flat, D, A flat, G, D flat. Okay, let's play the last 4 bars. I really want to make sure you have this. So D, E, F, F sharp, G, G, D, G, D, C, B flat, A, E flat, D, A flat, G, D flat. Okay? Let's go ahead and play the whole left hand. We'll go about a medium slow tempo. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. G7. To C, B flat, A, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that's a pretty rockin' left-hand bass line. We're going to be swinging it in just a minute, but I really think you should get it down with these quarter notes, okay? Because this is the basis of the swing line. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and look at these right-hand chords here, okay? So our C7 is this very jazzy C13 chord. The notes here are E, A, B flat, and D, okay? This is a C13, this is the 3, 13, 7, and 9, okay? Next chord is an F7, this is an E flat, G, A, and D. We're going to use this on the F chord, okay? So this is the first two measures. I just kind of want to show you how this works, okay? The rhythm I like is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, okay? First two measures with the left hand. Here it is. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and next one. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Okay, let's look at the next two measures. We've got C7, and then we're going to go G minor 7. This is F, A, B flat, D, okay, to a C7 sharp 9. Love this chord, very, very jazzy. This is E, A flat, B, and E flat. This is actually a C7 sharp 9 flat 13 chord, okay? So we've got G minor, C7. Okay, so here it is with the bass line, and the right hand here is going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, here it is together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, let's look at the next two measures. Next two measures are the F7 chord, and you already know this chord, right? And so we do the same rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, with the left hand, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the next two measures we got some new chords here. Okay, first chord is C7, and you know this one. We have F7, you also know this one. And then we have a couple new chords here. E7 sharp 9 flat 13. This is our G sharp, C, D, and G. Okay, and then an A7 flat 13 sharp 9. This is A, C, C sharp, and F. Very jazzy chords. Okay, the rhythm here is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4. Okay, hands together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and next measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, great. That's our first 8 measures. We have 4 more measures. Next chord is a D7. We have F sharp, B, C, and E. Okay, and so we're going to have this chord, and then we're going to go to a G7, which is here. We haven't done this one yet. Okay, this is a G13 chord, which is F, A, B, and E. Okay, and the rhythm in the right hand is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, how about with the left hand? Here it is. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, very cool. We're in the last two measures. We're going to do a turnaround progression here, which is a 1-6-2-5 progression, and it sounds like this. One of my favorite progressions. I actually have a whole course based on the turnaround. It's called the Amazing Turnaround. So be sure to check that out if you want to learn more about this turnaround progression. Okay, but basically here I'm going from a C6, change the chord slightly here, E, G, A, C. Then I go to an A7. We learned this chord earlier, G, C, C sharp, F. And then our D7, F sharp, B, C, and E. And then our G13 is here, F, A, B, and E. Okay, here's the chords again, C6, A7, our D7, and the G7. Okay, the rhythm is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, with the left hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and. Okay, we're going to take that same bass line and now we're going to make it swing really hard by adding some real fun swung eighth notes in the left hand. Okay, so check out how this guy sounds and I'll break it down after I play it. Here it is. Okay, Hey, thanks for watching this mini lesson, and if you want to find the full-length lesson, you can find it on pianowithjonny.com. I also highly recommend the sister course to this course, which is called the Bible of Blues Riffs, where I teach 120 of my favorite riffs for blues piano. So be sure to check that out on this channel, and there's also a mini lesson for that. We also have lots of other lessons for beginner, intermediate, and advanced piano players, as well as lots of sheet music of your favorite songs. So be sure to check that out on the website. Well, that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.